How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to the Cosmic Ray channel. I am your host, Cosmic Ray. Tonight, I just want to kind of keep it open right now. There's something I feel I'm guided, to talk about, and this is kind of random synchronicities to random just love. Just one moment. Thank you, my spirit guides. Thank you, my ancestral guides. Thank you, this collective consciousness. This my angels, to the spirit animals, my spirit guides, ancestral guides, to inner and outer dimensional beings, what I like to call the outline people. I've had such a crazy weekend, in a sense, and I just want to talk a little about synchronicity. I have a feeling I'm going to be jumping around. Yeah, I'm going to be jumping around, but let's talk about synchronicity for a moment. Woo! Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So what what I wanted to talk about is that I was watching this show on Netflix, okay, and this I'm not shitting you. This is some weird, or not weird, but just loving synchronistic moments. As you can kind of see, I'm like, things are happening right now, feeling it. Okay, so I was watching something on Netflix which I had never seen before. This is brand new. Don't want to get into the show or anything like that, but let's just say this particular thing had to do with this one particular character. And once you start watching this like series, I guess you'll know what happened. But it was just odd, like how like your spirit guides, and angels watch you, or something is watching you, if you will. And if you pay close attention, they like to mess with you or have fun with you as well. And this is all fun and joyous moment for me right now. Whew, I feel so good. Okay, so let me just kind of just get to it. Okay, so my apologies. I'm like feeling a lot of energy right now and a lot of emotions. I just felt like I just got touched. Okay, so in the show, basically this character gets. Oh my God, there's. Okay, basically this character gets his finger cut off, if you will, and it doesn't matter necessarily how it happens, but his finger just gets cut off. Okay, that's more the important side of the story. So I'm like watching this series, watch like a couple episodes after the point that I see this finger getting cut off, right? And in the meantime, I'm like, okay, I wanted to do something, to I wanted to create some content or some video, and sometimes you're like, you just want to shoot and just enjoy the moment, right? You enjoy what you're doing, but I really wanted to do a video. I really, really, really wanted to do a video, and I wasn't really exactly sure what I wanted to do. I know I just wanted to do a slight change. I knew for some reason I was guided to bust out like one of my Oshos or something that I've been kind of going through for certain type of like tarot type cards. And I always say these Osho cards. I mean, of course, it does say tarot cards, and to anyone who does tarot cards, there are certain ones that like work for certain things or beneficial for others, and I always feel these things that I'm looking at are more kind of like a good, better than the quote of the day, but or thought of the day kind of thing. And this is like really more profound for myself, and whatever your experience is, works for you too. So I wanted to kind of just give some love, to those show cards, and I wanted to kind of pick something out while I'm watching, this show about this person gets his finger cut off, and here I am thinking what kind of content to do. And when I do the Osho cards, of course I shuffle them. I have like great intentions on creating content, great feelings of love into it. And then what I do, for myself, and I don't necessarily know if this works for you, but I touch every card. I don't know what card it is, of course, and kind of either close my eyes or just kind of just blank out my mind, if you will, and something comes to me. I don't know if it's the same for you, but like a light, something kind of like not a whisper, some just like really gut instinct just tells me to pick this card. Sometimes I actually skip over the card just to see if I feel anything else. There's times I even go through the deck more than 2 or 3 times to get that right feeling. So as I do, I pull out this card of about imitation, and what this particular card has to do with a Zen master who always puts up a finger like this. Right? I know I always do this, but this Zen master always puts out the finger. And there's this kid who you usually sees him, and he kind of imitates him, not necessarily mocks him, but just kind of pretends to be him, and he does it in different ways so that when he was in the streets, back in the day, everyone asked, "Well, what did you learn?" And this kid always puts up a finger, kind of like mocking, not like in spirit, but more like as in, "Oh, well, got to know about this. It's always about this. It's always about this," kind of feeling. So as this, one time the Zen master saw the kid do this, and immediately took the finger and cut it off, right? And cut off the finger, and this kid was like, screaming, ah, and runs away. And the Zen master says, "Stop!" And as soon as the kid stopped, the Zen master puts up one finger like this. And the kid usually puts up the finger, one finger, right? So when his finger went like this and it was cut, he was like, he looked at it, and that moment, that's when the kid became enlightened for the first time. And I know this sounds weird, but to me, this was a very synchronistic moment of my life. So obviously, I'm trying to shed you um, some words about what the Osho card, and about the Zen master and this philosophy, if you will, of course. However, my main point is how, like, when you contact with your spirit guides, your higher self, your angels, what have it, what be it for you, and the way you make that contact. Sometimes, if you pay attention around you, you will notice them. Before this all happened, I noticed them around. I've been starting to tell my cosmic surfers that I'm starting to notice things of life. I'm starting to notice different changes in myself and the way I'm seeing things. Not like, as if, oh, this is the stepping stone to someone coming crazy or anything like that. But I'm just starting to be more aware. Obviously, I have conscious reality. I have a job where I'm like very responsible, of a sense. I have to watch over people. Also, I have kids of my own, that I have to, be a parent for. And of course, knowing the things of life and of the simulation reality, it's like, you know, you get, flustered with different things, but when you live in the moment, at that moment that you're in, and when things are, away from you, and you're away from the job, or you have to be away from the kids, and you still have your spirit guide, you still come back to yourself, back to one, oneness is really. And oh, man, so I'm just like, it's so emotional right now. Okay, so during this time frame, I'm just seeking like content because I want to, create some more things. And as I was going through some things, it had to do with like, be yourself. Don't worry about for other people. Don't try to pretend to be something you're not. Be yourself. And just be yourself naturally, and everything else will flow. It doesn't matter what other people think, what's going on. So this is something that like I just feel guided to kind of, as you can see, my higher self. And this isn't just like a trick of a candle. This isn't just, candles that are just, wigging out or anything, if you will. These are just like no, I don't want to say normal candles because I love these things, but in a sense, but they are normal candles. There's no trick candles. I speak my truths. My higher self, if you will, comes down. My spirit guides are around me. They help, do this divination, if you will. And if this was like a trick candle, or if this was something that was like very liquidy, it would just keep flickering and would never stop. But as you can tell, it does stop. So I always say that to me, and when you do your divinations, and when when things are flickering for certain reasons, you start to know when you're speaking your truth, or when things are coming down, or when you're having assistance or guidance, if you will. Yes. So for me, everything was like synchronistic moment, of course, watching this, type of like film or series, if you will, and, not knowing, like I know I want to do content, not showing what it is, but then I started seeing like my spirit guides around me. I started seeing like I guess somewhat invisible, if you will, the outlined people. Sometimes you can even see like your angels, if you will, for guidance. And with that, whew, sorry, just shoulder blades just kind of just had a little tickle. It's just one of those moments you start recognizing in life. You start recognizing with your spirit guides, and they kind of play with you as well. They see and they're there all the time. Through the times when you're crying to the times you're happy, your best moments of not best of moments, if you will. And they see, and they know what's going on, and they're here for us. Okay, they are here for us. And just watching the show and not knowing what it was, and then just picking my card. I'm like, okay, I'm not like, I saw them. I'm like, all right, I don't know what cards I'm doing, and I'm just like flipping the cards, waiting until I get that feel, and that when I get that sensation, And I pick it, and I even skipped it just to see if I felt anything else. But okay, I'm just gonna skip the card. I don't even know what it was. I picked it up. I knew immediately what that was. Like, as soon as I looked at it, I'm like, oh, you got to be effing with me. Like, you guys are funny as blank. And, I was like telling, I was just kind of talking about that, like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And like, I think they're so funny. And, in those moments, and it's not necessarily always has to be serious, and it kind of just reminded me of just being joy, just having that joy inside. And also to talk a little bit about the card, itself, and about how the synchronistic moment, of my life, of what was happening to what I was seeing to what this card was. I mean, that's not coincidence. No effing way. That's like what people call coincidence. That does not happen. Okay. Now, some people say, oh, well, maybe I was using like other special gift, gifts that I have, to be able to maybe, subconsciously, telepathically, in a sense, I picked the card of whatever it is, and look, as like as not to kind of play to my ego self, but I say, yes, that would be awesome, right? That would be awesome. But no, I know it was my guides, this is my spirit guides, in action, like just in a nice way, effing with me, playing with me, and I just want to let you know that this is also something, that you may experience as well, through your journey, or if you do try this divinations, that I always try, or at least another way of speaking to your higher self, or spirit guides, or however, if you will. And, this is something I just wanted to share with you all. So I'm going to keep this particular video short for right now. I'm going to jump into another one that I want to talk about, maybe a follow-up video to something. But I just wanted to say, to the cosmic surfers out there, as at the end of this card, when I was reading it, it was talking about how you're not the lamp. You're not the lamp itself that's shining bright. Like, you are light, but you're not the lamp that's shining bright. You're the fire. You understand that? You are the fire, not the lamp. We're not just this ego self. We're not just this light. We are shining bright. We are the fire. We are the fire that's in the vessel of the lamp that's shining. We're not just the ego self. We are spirit. When we start connecting to that moment, we start connecting to oneness. We start to understand. And I just want to just get so emotional right now, but I really just want to keep this short. Like, everyone, much love to you, for those of you and those of us who are digging down deep in life. For those of us that are going through struggles, whatever those struggles are. No struggle is more important than anyone else's struggle, by the way. Okay? So we are all struggling in life, or in this reality, if you will. Some of us know that we're consciously, jumping different realities. Some of us know that are just in here. Some of us are just finding out about this matrix, reality kind of thing. So much love to you, and even the ego side, even the humanistic side, of this simulation that we are. We are technically physical human vessels, at the present time, in this reality. So let's make do what we can. We all start to realize why we came down here. Let's do it, okay? Maybe start to remember who you are, who you were. But let's just say this. Of course, I have much love for you in what you were before, obviously, in a past life. Because I talk about those too. But right now, let's just pretend to forget. And let's just say, no matter what we were or who we were in our past, because what we are now is what's going to change this for everyone, for the benefit of good, for all of us. Okay, what we do now is what's going to what's going to define us. Okay. What was that? And I think it was like Batman or The Dark Knight. I think it was Batman. It's not who we are underneath, but what we do that defines us. So let's do that. We are not the lamp, cosmic surfers. We are the fire. So shine bright, be confident like the sun, king of the heavens shining above the clouds. We got this. We got this. Good night, everyone.